Do we prefer reading or writing? I mean, I find that to be a very hard question. I don't feel complete unless I'm writing, so I would have to go with writing if I could only do one or the other, but they're kind of like, I would say they're...
Reading while you're writing.
Yeah, you're reading while you're writing.
You're writing a book, you're also reading.
Yeah, that's true. You're not reading anybody else's stuff. But I would say that, if I only had to pick one, like if someone was like, you can only do one for the rest of your life, I would choose writing, because I probably would die without it. Like, I feel when I'm not writing, I do feel like something inside me is like dying a little bit. But I feel like they go hand in hand, and you need to be a strong writer, you need to be reading. And I think we all read all the time, and I always say I read literary fiction and nonfiction and commercial fiction and YA and adult books and anything I can get my hands on. So,
I'm just gonna say yes. I totally agree with Anna. I would die if I couldn't do either. I just would be life would not be worth living. But yeah, I think writing, because I definitely feel the need to always be have creative output. So if I could only do one thing, it would be writing, but it would be torture to not write.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, that's a tricky question, because I said which you like better, right? I would say that, yes, if you had to do one and never the other ever again, but in terms of what I like better, writing is really hard and sometimes incredibly painful, and I would say that I like reading what I've written probably best of all. Having written is really great. Yeah. Writing is really hard. But I too, I love reading, and both of those things are such sort of an essential part of my life. So, but if I had to answer the question, would you, if you had to give up one, what would you give up? I would have to say, I would give up reading. I have to write. So.
I know. I like how I made it life and death stakes.
Someone told you, you can only do one.
You're such a writer. You just up the stakes here.
I think someone asked us that question on this tour, though, that way. If you had to, if you couldn't do one or the other, which would you do?
Well, actually, I hope I'm not going to regret saying this, but I think if it came down to it, life or death, you have to give up either writing or reading, I would give up writing. Because I need to read. I feel like if I couldn't read, I would die. That to me feels like I'd be I don't know, maybe it's because I don't think I'm capable of creating something that's I wouldn't be able to entertain myself for that long. I'd be okay, you're not interesting anymore. Who else did something? I need if it's I'd have access to all the books ever written in the world versus only what I can create, I would choose all the books ever written in the world. And I don't know. I don't think I could give up reading. I think that would make me crazy.